The Lord be with you. A reading from the Holy Gospel according to John. Jesus went across the Sea of Galilee. A large crowd followed him because they saw the signs he was performing on the sick. Jesus went up on the mountain, and there he sat down with his disciples. The Jewish feast of Passover was near. When Jesus raised his eyes and saw that a large crowd was coming to him, he said to Philip, "Where can we buy enough food for them to eat?" He said this to test him because he himself knew what he was going to do. Philip answered him, 200 days' wages worth of food would not be enough for each of them to have a little. One of his disciples, Andrew, the brother of Simon Peter, said to him, "There is a boy here who has 5 barley loaves and 2 fish. But what good are these for so many?" Jesus said, "Have the people recline." Now there was a great deal of grass in that place, so the men reclined, about 5,000 in number. Then Jesus took the loaves, gave thanks, and distributed them to those who were reclining, and also as much of the fish as they wanted. When they had had their fill, he said to his disciples, "Gather the fragments left over, so that nothing will be wasted." So they collected them, and filled 12 wicker baskets with fragments, from the 5 barley loaves that had been more than they could eat. When the people saw the sign he had done, they said, "This is truly the prophet, the one who is to come into the world." Since Jesus knew that they were going to come and carry him off to make him king, he withdrew again to the mountain alone. The Gospel of the Lord. Praise to you, Lord Jesus Christ. Hi, this is Father Nick Smith, pastor of St. Patrick's in Perry. The Easter season is meant to be a sort of catechesis on the mysteries of the Christian life, namely the sacraments. In the Gospels leading up to today, we've seen Jesus talk a lot about the life in the Spirit, which is given to us in baptism. And today we begin our march through John chapter 6, which begins with the multiplication of the loaves and fishes and ends with Jesus' discourse on the bread of life, the Eucharist. As we watch Jesus feed the crowds, we should see a reflection of Psalm 23, where the Lord is our shepherd, nothing shall we want in the presence of the Lord, and he makes us lie down in green pastures, just as Jesus has the people do in today's gospel. Have the people recline, he says, and John says there was a great deal of grass in that place. The people, the 5,000 who were present that day, were fed by the Good Shepherd with bread and fish. We, the people of the Lord, in 2026 in the Church, are fed with an even greater gift, the body and blood of the Son of God made present to us in the form of bread and wine. This is our nourishment, this is our life, this is our salvation. We cling to this as one of the Lord's greatest gift, the greatest treasure of the Church. May we always grow in our love for this sacrament of the Lord's body and blood day by day. May God bless you, and let us continue praying for each other.